Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of a little thing I like to call Animation 101. Hoping to keep this going for a really long time, or as long as I possibly can. So if you have any questions about anything you've seen in the video or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment and I will get to you as soon as I can. Now let me go ahead and tackle some of the questions I know are probably going to be coming anyway. Yes, I do use a graphics tablet. I use a Wacom bamboo pen, just a basic little $70 one. As far as the programs I use, you're going to be seeing it a lot, and I will go more into detail later on. So, anyway, let's go ahead and start this thing. A couple of quick notes. I am not a professional animator, nor have I gone to school for this, but I have been studying animation for years, and I've been practicing and trying to hone my technique. If you find a way that is better than the way I do it, then that's great. You can use that. Another quick little note. I know I'm probably going to be getting, well, why are you doing it this way? You could just use Flash and it would be a lot easier. This way is old-fashioned and monotonous. And you're right, it is. But I feel that a lot of the old-school animation, like back in the old days of Disney, I feel it's a dying art. And I think it needs to be preserved, you know? And not everyone likes Flash. It's not that I can't use it. I have Flash and I know how to use it, but like I said, I kind of prefer the old school way of doing things. So yeah, if you prefer to learn Flash animation, there are so many videos out there that could teach you. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this. Just a quick note, issue with Cam Studio. For some reason the final video came out kind of glitchy, so I have it sped up a little bit just so that it looks a little bit more fluid. So the little animation you are watching now, it is a deleted scene from the Disney film The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride. But as you can tell here, it's kind of messy in a way. A lot of the background isn't there. It's mainly just the characters interacting, and you can tell a couple of little glitches here and there. If you want to see the full thing, I will post a link in the description for you to see the whole thing. Now, here's the version that was actually in the final product. You can see it's a lot nicer, it's a lot cleaner, a lot put together, I guess, a lot more put together. And a lot of the coloring was done mainly on computers, but the hand-drawn animation, as you can tell, it's on paper. And so the main reason you want to put your animation together while it's still a sketch is because it would seem like a waste of time if you put all your time and energy right now into doing all the shading and the line art and what have you, and then to put it together as an animation only to see that you missed a couple parts. Kind of sucks. So what we're going to be doing here, oh, it's Luna! I'm using Luna as a model. I don't know why I decided to use Luna as a model. I just decided to. But we're going to be doing one of the most basic and easiest of animations to start off with. It's a blink. All you're really doing is you're taking the top eyelash and the bottom eyelash, and in each frame you're putting them closer and closer together. Now, you can put all of your little individual files in a folder, which is what I did. If you look in the description, you will see a link for MediaFire. And what that is it's a folder that I've compiled that has, it's going to have this animation, both the step-by-step frames as well as the finished version. And you can kind of look at each one and get a feel for how it's done. And you can see the finished version as well to see how it all comes together. But it's all still in sketch form. I haven't cleaned it up or line arted or anything like that yet. I'm going to do that in a future video. But I also included a couple of walk scenes. One is an animal, it's a Dalmatian dog, and the other one is human, so you can get a step-by-step. Again, I've posted both each frame as well as the finished product. I didn't make these. I got that off of Google search. And I also have a storyboard if you were working on a little more of a big-scale animation. It really helps to have a storyboard so you know where you're going with it, because it's easy to get sidetracked. And I also included this really cool little color wheel that I use a lot. It's really helpful. It's awesome. I definitely highly recommend using it as often as you can, because it gives you a better idea of colors and color theory and whatnot. But anyway, so as you can see here, each frame, like I said, eyelashes getting closer and closer together. Now, unfortunately, to my knowledge, there is not a GIF builder in Psy. In fact, it won't even let me open GIF images, even if it's one flat image. But we're going to be taking care of that in GIMP Shop. Now, Paint Tool Psy is not free. There's a way you can get it for free. I'm not going to tell you. If you really want it that bad, you can go look it up. GIMP, on the other hand, is 100% free, and you can get that by going to gimp.org. That's GIMP.org. Another thing that's in the little Mediafire folder is I have links to where you can get a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be using in here. Now, as you can see here, you can take a couple of little jumps as far as spacing goes. It doesn't have to be right next to each other, and in fact, that actually makes it a lot slower. So you can put a little bit of space between the eyelashes of the last frame and the eyelashes of your current frame. It'll still look pretty good as long as you don't try to make too big of a jump or too many big jumps. You should be fine. Okay, so now that we have all of our frames for this blink finished, let's go ahead and open up GIMP Shop. But real quick, I'm going to have a little bit of an intermission, and I'm going to be promoting an artist that I feel needs a little bit more exposure. If you are a musician and you would like to be in an upcoming episode, just email me at vampireslisa@gmail.com. Send me an MP3 of your track, the name that you would prefer to go by, and an image you would like me to use in the video. And with that, I will be right back.
Two hands are now one, see no one is safe. There is no escape as I sit and marinate in these.
You are listening to A Dark Friendship by I Be a Brony Rapper. Click the link at the bottom of the screen to hear the whole song and to get a free download.
How about I kill you off without leaving a death note? It becomes my elation when they die by strangulation. CSI evaluations for these type of violations. Cutting out the body.
And we are back. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put all our little pictures together. So go ahead and open up GIMP Shop. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my first image. And go ahead and save. Just if you save it, like in this case, I just put the word blink, and it's automatically saved as an XCF file, which is for GIMP Shop's native file. Now, take your bottom picture and duplicate it. Now, you should see a little eye beside the top image. Click on that, and that will make the image invisible. Now, create a new layer and open up part 2. You're going to copy that, paste it in your new layer, anchor it, duplicate the layer, take the top layer, make it invisible, the top duplicate layer that you just made, make it invisible, and you're gonna just keep doing this over and over again until it's all done. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want the blink to be complete. She's going to close her eye and then open it. And that's that. I mean, it's really that easy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product. I'll have her blink a few times so you can see what the overall effect is. And there you go. You just created a blink. Gonna take another quick little intermission. Once again, promoting another artist. I posted my information earlier in the video. If you're a musician and you would like to be featured in an upcoming episode, just let me know. And so with that, we will be right back, and I will show you what all is in that little Mediafire folder.
Still can't remember what's happened.
You are listening to September Cover Remade by Casius. Click the link at the bottom of the screen to hear the full track.
Just discovered that the ponies were defeated by something really strong. It seemed very weird and wrong. It just doesn't belong, like it came out of this world.
And we're back. Right before I started recording this bit, actually, as you can see, I changed my background image, but whatever. Let's go ahead and look inside that in a little Animation 101 folder that I have. And like I said, there's a MediaFire link in the description where you can get your own folder, and all of this is going to be in. It's a couple things that really helped me out along the way. So anyway, let's go ahead and click on this folder right here. And I have this basis sheet right here. Now, this is the go-to from what I understand. From what I've been told, this is the go-to for mouth shapes and whatnot, especially if you're going to be doing characters that talk. And I will try to cover that in an upcoming episode. But also, here's our little Blink folder. And I also included the little GIMP shop file right here, so you can look at it and take it apart as you want. But as you can see, we have all the frames here. We also have the finished version. And let's see what else is in here. So we also have this little folder right here for walking. And once again, I didn't make these. I got these from Google search. But here's one of a human walking, and I also have one of a Dalmatian running. And it's the full version plus each of the individual frames. And give you a better idea, and I'm also going to be going over that in another episode. And then I have my little, file. These are all the websites that you can find just about everything I'm going to be using in this series. And once again, I will not tell you how to get paint tools for free. There are so many videos on YouTube that can do that. Here is the neat little storyboard I found, and the color wheel that I was talking about earlier. It's really, really helpful. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it as much as I do. But anyway, so that's it for episode 1 of Animation 101. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm hoping to have a new episode posted every Saturday. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. If you can't find me here, I am usually on Twitter as well, and I'm also on Tumblr, and I'll post that information. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope you will join me for episode 2. Later, everyone.
A beautiful bride, a handsome groom, two hearts becoming one.